What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today has been an interesting day. Lots of stuff happened, lots of big things, and well, 240's here. So yeah, everything out of the shop was basically getting done today, which I didn't know, but I kind of figured, I kind of assumed that it was just going to be one big day to move a lot of the stuff, because technically we have 3 days to get everything moved, but it's the weekend. I did take the day off work though, to get it done. So yeah, I was just waiting to get all my stuff loaded up, and got it loaded up and put here. Very interesting way we got the engine here. We did not have a hoist. So I actually have a clip of that I will show you, and it will be right here. As you can see, it's it wasn't the most ideal way, but it was really the only thing we could think of at the time. So that's what we did. Doesn't really matter though, because let me just show y'all real quick. Literally nothing on this engine is basically gonna stay. It is all coming off. The headers, the intake, probably gonna go F-body, everything. That goes with the pulleys, which is, if y'all saw in the video, that's what we pulled from. So I'm sure a lot of the pulleys are messed up. Water pump's getting changed. I already have the water pump, actually. It's a replacement. I'm not sure if it's an F-body though. All I know is it's brand new. Either way, I'll more than likely be using it. So yeah, and I have basically figured out that the whole motor is gonna be essentially rebuilt. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to do that, but because it has blow-by, and after doing a lot of research about it, because I've never had an engine with blow-by before, that means the piston rings are more than likely shot, and that just comes with mileage. And considering this motor has over 200,000 miles, she needs a refresh. So I know people are probably like, why build a 4.8? You know, it's what I got. You know, I got it for basically free. So why not? And so it's gonna get rebuilt. Don't know how to rebuild an engine, though. I do have a friend that can help me with it, so I will more than likely be getting their assistance. But a lot of the other stuff when it comes to taking the motor apart, I should be able to do just fine. I'm gonna buy new rods and pistons, stronger rods and pistons, all new gaskets, everything. So the engine, I'm not even gonna say it so I don't have to knock on wood. So the engine is refreshed, and that's that. But yeah, that's basically it. Just a little update. I gotta move all this stuff, and I can't even put it in the car. Hold on, my dogs are in the backyard, and I guess they don't recognize my voice. Let me go deal with that real quick. All right, so as I was saying, I can't even put anything in the car because the car is full to the brim of parts. There's so much stuff in the car already. I can't put any of it. Now this is all the big stuff, so most of the stuff is gonna go like in the backyard. I don't care if it gets rained on or anything like that. Same with the side skirts, it's whatever. The differential is gonna go probably just behind the car. Same with the transmission and the bell housing. Well, the bell housing's in the car, but when I take it out, yeah, it's literally, the trunk is packed as high as it can. Full, it has the radiator, everything, all the small stuff. My windshield wipers are somewhere in here. Yeah, everything just got tossed in my car. The seat is probably the only thing I'm gonna leave out. I'd probably put it in that room or something. The bash bar, which I haven't put on yet. Yeah, so it is a lot of stuff I have to move, and I got work tomorrow, so I gotta get it done tonight. The engine is just gonna sit here. Kind of sketch because it's not on a tire, and it's a very heavy motor, but it does rock back and forth. It's still rocking. Yeah, so I might get something to put on each side of it just to kind of hold her tight, because if she rolls that way, well, okay, let's be realistic. If it falls down, it's not going anywhere, but if this car rolls forward and hits it and bumps it, motor's tumbling down the driveway, that would not be good. That would not be good at all. As for the transmission situation, it's a T5. So it came with the engine when I got it. I'm not gonna run it. I'm selling it, and I'm gonna go T56. And yeah, the whole car is actually gonna get torn apart and redone. It wasn't just the harness. I've thought long and hard about it. I did not put as much time, effort, love, money, whatever you want to call it, into this car, putting it together. Some of it was rushed, some of it wasn't. A lot of the stuff in the beginning when I first got to the shop wasn't rushed. It was actually done very carefully and properly and all that other stuff. But there was a lot of stuff I did rush. There's a lot of stuff I have to finish. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave the transmission in the front. It's actually a good shock. I just realized that. I'm leaving the transmission up here. If it gets stolen, it gets stolen. I don't think it will. What I might do is I think we have a tarp. I might tarp the car. If we don't, I'm going to buy one just to cover it. Oh, you like the car? You want to be a transmission? Is that what you want? Are you a transmission now? But, yeah. I'm going to redo the whole thing. So it's going to get the new GK-Tech brake lines I was talking about. I'm going to put the right-hand drive master in. I'm going to have to bang out the tunnel. I'm going to replace the steering rack lines. I've already done the power steering lines. I have to do the slave cylinder, though I'm not sure how that works with T56, so I'll have to do a little bit of research. I am actually going to go more, as for now, I might change my mind in the future, but because everything going on with the car, and because I want the car to be more custom, because if I do everything custom, I can make things easy access. Flashlight. So if I do things custom, it'll be a little more easy access, you know? I was trying to kind of build the car to a, not full-blown OEM, but kind of like a weird OEM plus, where it's like half the stuff was custom, my dogs are really stupid. Hold on. As I was saying, I was trying to kind of revert the car to OEM, because like I was planning on putting a 4-cylinder OEM motor. Like I was going to run the CA, technically a factory motor in Europe, and then I was going to run the KA. You know, everything was telling me, I was like, I just kind of want to revert this thing to OEM, and then there's some things I'll never have, like the sunroof that came with the car and stuff like that. So I was trying to do OEM plus. You can see that in the build. I have S14 seats. It's OEM, but not S13 OEM, S14 OEM, OEM plus. So like that's kind of what I was doing. Now I'm kind of feeling a little more just, I don't want to say drift missile, but clean street missile. I want the car to be clean. I don't want the car to be trashed out missile. But I also understand that there are just things in this car that will never fully be fixed to make it look the nicest that it will. And also, I kind of want that performance over OEM now. And also, just for easier access. So what does that entail? That entails a few things. That entails me probably gutting the rear end and put in a firewall on the back of it, a rear firewall. And I'm going to keep the carpet in the front because there's no reason to get rid of the carpet in the front. I'm going to eventually get rid of the S14 seats, but as of right now, I'm going to keep them just to have seats. I don't feel like spending a whole lot of money on bucket seats right now, but I do want to invest in those in the future. I'm also going to more than likely run a fuel cell. Like I said, for easy access and simplicity. If I have a fuel cell, I got access to everything from the trunk instead of having to, and mine still has gas in it. I never drained it. So, you know, there's a couple reasons as to why I would have to do that. But yeah, fuel cell, firewall in the rear. I got to change the steering wheel. I mean, that's just miscellaneous stuff. Like, that stuff doesn't really matter. But it's going to be more of a race car, drift rocket, street rocket, whatever you want to call it. And I'm basically not going OEM stuff anymore. Like I said, with the Z32 brakes, I'm running OEM lines. So, like, it's like only half doing it. I might as well go all the way. I might as well get everything done the way I want it. That's not OEM, but better, you know. I mean, some people argue whether or not, like, obviously, like, if you have a clean 240 that is, like, only had a one owner, yeah, I wouldn't go messing with that. I wouldn't go chopping it up, changing stuff, like, a couple things to make it handle a little better, maybe more power, and that's it. That's as far as I would go with that. But since my car's already been ran through many times, it really just makes sense to go the full custom everything, so I know what I need to know. And the only thing I might not change is the brake lines. I'm on the fence because my brake lines are actually in pretty good shape. Not brake lines, changing those. Gas lines. Because my gas lines are in fairly good shape. But if I'm running the fuel cell, I might as well. So time will tell. But now that the car is here, I'm going to get a lot more work done on it. I really have no excuse anymore not to work on it. So yeah. That's that. I'm probably going to end the video here. Just a little update and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.